Hey, what's up guys? Hardleg Joe here, coming at you with the One-Deck profile for episode 177, Ultimate Wind-Ups, as requested by Patreon sponsor Slamuel. For our monster lineup, we start with 4 Kaijus. We're playing 1 Thunder King, 2 Doggeran, and 1 Radian. We're also playing 3 World Legacy - World Crown, 1 Symphonic Warrior Mics, 3 Link Slayer, 2 Wind-Up Soldier, 3 Wind-Up Shark, 3 Wind-Up Magician, 3 Rescue Cat, 3 Symphonic Warrior Guitar, 3 Wind-Up Rat, and 2 Wind-Up Kitten. For spells, we have 3 Instant Fusion, 3 Mind Control, 1 Monster Reborn, 3 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, and 2 World Legacy Succession. Our extra deck consists of 2 Wind-Up Zen Maintenance, and 1 each of Fright for Sheep, Millenniumized Restrict, Thousandized Restrict, Tiras, Keeper of Genesis, Mekk-Knight Crusadia Astram, Boral Load, Boral Guard, and Boral Sword Dragon, World Regalia Demiurgear, Nightmares Unicorn Phoenix and Cerberus, and Pentastag. Our side deck I'll go over in a bit. So this is essentially a go-second Link spam deck. With the right hand, Wind-Ups can summon 6 or 7 monsters in one turn, allowing you to easily make powerful Link 4s like the Boral monsters or Astram, in addition to a Nightmare or 2 for added protection. Normally I wouldn't be interested in this kind of deck since a lot of archetypes can swarm the field well enough to Link spam, and most of those decks play roughly the same. The thing that makes Wind-Up special is their ability to make this card, World Regalia Demiurgear. This is a Link 3 with 3500 attack that requires 3 level 5 or higher monsters as material. When summoned normally, this thing is unaffected by all monster effects, and once per turn, if your opponent summons a monster from the extra deck, you can summon a World Legacy from your deck. In addition, if all the materials used to make this have different types and attributes, it gains a third effect, which is once per turn, you can destroy all other cards on the field. The Wind-Up archetype has a variety of different types and attributes, and we're playing a couple that have the ability to change their levels from 4 to 5. With these, along with some other level 5 or higher special summoned monsters, we're able to make Regalia with its board wipe effect fairly consistently, in addition to either Boral Guard Dragon, who can't be destroyed by card effects and will thus survive the field nuke, or Nightmare Cerberus, who will make all co-linked monsters immune to card effect destruction. It's this card that makes Wind-Ups unique, and it also makes me aim for that go-second Link spam. Instead of trying to extra-link the opponent or pile on a bunch of floodgates, we're trying to make this thing and destroy their entire board. As for how to get enough monsters out to actually do that, there's quite a few different combos, but our main playmakers are Wind-Up Shark, Magician, and Rat. Rat can change itself from attack position to defense position to summon a Wind-Up from the graveyard. Magician summons a Wind-Up from the deck in defense position whenever another Wind-Up activates its effect. And Shark, in addition to being able to boost its level to 5, can summon itself from the hand whenever another Wind-Up monster is summoned. All of these effects have the clause that this effect can only be used once while this card is face up on the field, which essentially makes them all soft once per turns. This fact becomes important when you look at the archetype's Link monster, Wind-Up Zen Maintenance. This is a Link 2 that requires 2 Wind-Up monsters, and has 2 noteworthy effects. First, when it's Link summoned, you can search a Wind-Up card. Simple. Second, you can banish a Wind-Up you control face down, and special summon a monster from the deck with the same name, essentially letting you use that monster's effect for a second time that turn. Using this in combination with all these other ones can get you some pretty crazy combos, assuming you have the right hand. Just as one example, let's say you start with Magician and Shark. Normal summon Magician. Since a Wind-Up was summoned, Shark activates, summoning itself from the hand. Since a Wind-Up effect activated, Magician activates, summoning a Rat from the deck in defense position. You then use Magician and Shark to make Zen Maintenance, who will search you another copy of Shark. You then use the Link's other effect to banish your useless defense position Rat, and summon another one in attack position from the deck. You then use that Rat to summon Magician out of the graveyard, and since a Wind-Up was summoned, you can summon Shark, and since Shark was activated, you can use Magician again, summoning a Wind-Up Soldier from the deck. Soldier and Shark can both make themselves level 5, meaning with just that 2-card combo, Magician and Shark, you end up with Magician, Rat, Shark, Soldier, both level 5, in addition to Zen Maintenance, giving you a total of 6 link materials on board. That alone allows you to make any Boral monster or Astram, in addition to one of the Link 2 Nightmares. And if you can summon just one more level 5 or higher monster, you can upgrade that Nightmare to World Regalia. As for how to get that third level 5 monster, there are several options. We have a variety of kaijus specifically chosen for their unique types and attributes, which could work if you happen to get 2 of them, or if you open with Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, which wipes the field of monsters and summons a kaiju to both sides of the field. World Legacy Crown, in addition to being a monster negate that you can summon off of Regalia, can special summon itself from the hand to any zone a Link monster points to. Link Slayer is a level 5 Earth Cybers, who you can special summon if you control no monsters. And in addition to just being more material for Regalia, it does double duty as our spell trap removal. It has an ignition effect that allows you to discard up to 2 cards and destroy that many spell traps your opponent controls. Instant Fusion can also be used to get you material by summoning Frightfur Sheep, who doesn't share any types or attributes with anything else in the deck, except for our lone Radian. Finally, we have that small Symphonic Warrior engine. Mike's is a level 5 Machine Wind monster that you could special summon from the deck with our other Symphonic Warrior card, Guitar. This, when placed in the Pendulum Zone, allows you to discard a card and summon a Symphonic Warrior from the deck, giving you access to Mike. Not only is this good Link material and a decent 2300 beater in its own right, but its effect gives you an additional normal summon the turn that it's summoned, which allows you to extend your combos even further. Everything else in the deck is just a tech card or an extender. Rescue Cat you can tribute to summon 2 level 3 or lower beasts from the deck, which allows you to get both Rat and Kitten to make Zen Maintenance. Kitten is mostly here to serve as Link material, it's just another beast you can summon off of Cat, but its effect to target an opponent's monster and return it to the hand has come in use many times. If you don't want to make Regalia, you can summon this instead of Soldier, bounce an opponent's monster, and then use this as Link material. In addition to getting you a level 5 monster, Instant Fusion also gives you access to Thousand Eyes Restrict for simple monster removal, and Millennium Eyes Restrict, which can negate hand traps, which can be deadly for things like Rescue Cat. Finally, we just have our generic tech cards. Since this is Link spam, I went with Mind Control, since it can help you extend your plays while removing an opponent's resource in the process. In addition to Monster Reborn and World Legacy Succession for additional special summons from the graveyard to extend your plays. These are decent, but if you want to remove anything from the side deck, these are the primary candidates. As for the side deck, the one thing I'd highly recommend is Cyber Dragon along with Chimera Mega Fleet. Cyber Dragon on its own is great material for our big boss monster, and its ability to summon Mega Fleet is an awesome go-second removal option. The only reason I didn't play this is because it conflicted with Link Slayer, they both need you to control no monsters, and since he's our only spell trap removal, I had to go with him. If you're going against a deck without very many spell traps, though, Cyber Dragon is a much better choice to tech in. Everything else in here is just some alternative options. Fantastical Dragon Phantasmi, or Thanos Dragon as everyone calls him, is a great option for this deck if you're playing in a defined meta and you can afford it. But on YGOPro, I kept running into decks like Witchcraft and Evil Eyes and Trains that either run no Link monsters or run very few of them, so this was almost dead in hand. Red-Haired Hasty Horse and Garbage Lord, meanwhile, are just great options if you want to try to run the Sekka's Light version of this deck. If you're unfamiliar, this is awesome draw power that prevents you from playing other spell traps in your deck. I made a decent version of World Regalia Turbo by just playing a whole bunch of level 5 or higher special summonable monsters in conjunction with Sekka's Light. But at that point, it didn't really feel like a wind-up deck, and that was the request, so I ditched that version and went for this version. Other than that, we just have a bunch of Links and Ixies that might work in this deck, might make it a little bit better going first or second, as well as a copy of Wind-Up Factory, which can extend your plays with wind-ups, or be completely dead, depending on your hand. I played it at 1 for a while, since you can search it off of Zen Maintenance, but I ended up ditching it for a 4th Kaiju, but it is worth considering. Anyway, there's the deck. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see Ooh in action, you can check out the main video where I'll be playing 10 random duels against opponents on YGOPro, showing off how this thing works. Or if you're short on time, just check out the replay video. Both should be on the end card and linked in the description. Until next time, good luck and have fun.